break your little bubble, but you gotta wake up to reality. Cause I can see in your eyes, your head is full of dreams. Tears are a proof of failure. You just gotta let them flow without judge. There's so many ways to be happy. You can do whatever you like. You don't have to be ready.
Welcome back, guys, to another episode. What I really wanted to do was explain to you guys of a trip that I did recently with a couple of mates, Sam and Blake. So this trip had been in the works for a couple of months. We went down to Eden to go spearfishing. So it was a week-long trip. Got all the boat ready, we stripped it out, got all the junk out of it, repacked it, made sure all the safety gear was up to date. Started packing the car, got all the camp gear ready, and then the day of, Blake came around to my house, we hooked the boat up, and then we set off to Eden. It was a nice drive down there. We set up camp, rolled the swags out, set a tarp up.
There's so many ways to be happy. You can do whatever you like. You don't
Went up to the pub, had a few more drinks. Next morning is when we started to get into diving.
have to be scary. We don't talk about nothing no more. Nothing. We don't talk about nothing no more. Nothing. We don't talk about nothing no more. Nothing. We don't talk about nothing no more. Feels like I've been doing way too much, babe. Feels like
Jumping in at the first location, the westerly wind was blowing really strong, so what I wanted to do here is in fact like dive down and reset the anchor. Now we had a diver go over it before, but I decided that this wasn't the best position, especially if the wind was going to stay westerly. There was a fair bit of wind chop from the westerly wind, so I tucked it up under these two boulders nice and tight, made sure the chain was on the bottom, and swam to the surface. It was so refreshing to be greeted by 10-15 meters blue water. Here we're just scoping out the terrain, sussing it out. None of us have dived here before, so just keen to see what the fish life was like, have a bit of a scope around, and yeah, I was just cruising in this part, and then yeah, we started to get into some fish. So here I dive down because I see a nice little blue moe come in from the left. Now he's quartering away from me at the moment, so I wanted to close the ground, so swim down on a 45-degree angle and then plane out at the bottom to help with the stability of the shot. He stops just here for a little bit too long, and I managed to put a shot into him. He wasn't huge, he was about 33 centimeters. This wetty float boat has been a great addition. It just allows the fish to be up and dry out of the water, away from any nasties. Also very easy to tow as well. Here I was just grabbing a couple of abs from under this cave. Nice 2 healthy sized ones. Plenty of life here, which was cool to see. And as I come up, I look to my left and I see Blake chasing after a fish that must have just got off. He seems to be swimming pretty hard at this point, so I thought I might go over there and help him out. As you can see, he's playing a bit of cat and mouse with this fish. I go down there, he's obviously just come up for air, so I just poke it, secure the fish. There you go, teamwork at its finest. So I spot a blue throat wrasse here. I go down, try to line up a shot. These guys are quite flighty at times. They hang in around these weed beds here, darting in and out of the holes. This one ended up holing up just here, and he looked for a little bit too long. Put a nice shot in, but unfortunately, because they have soft flesh, this one tore off. That's just how it goes sometimes. Bit of a pain. Hope he was alright, but it's just how it is. So on this dive here, I saw a nice banded mong just go into this little rock here. He was at the far side of the cave, so it was a little bit hard to get a shot off initially. So I backed up, reassessed what the best angle of approach was. He sort of moved himself into the center of the hole, which was good. Now, it had the rubber loaded onto the first notch, not to overpower it into the rock, so managed to put a nice shot in. Haven't shot too many banded mong, only shot a couple. The ones down here were substantially bigger than the ones we get back at home. But yeah, they're not bad eating, pretty hard to fillet. They've got a pretty thick gill to cut through, but yeah, managed to pick up another couple of trevally, which are pretty cool. They always go for a bit of a run, take the spear for a bit of a run.
Tears are a proof of failure. You just gotta let them flow without judge. There's so many ways to be happy. You can do whatever you like. You don't have to be ready. You just gotta trust the right. Don't have to be scary. You just gotta follow the light. You're able to be happy. You can do whatever.
I said pass me the fish, mate. I'll take it though.
It's in the plastic bag.
That does it for this episode, guys. So if you like it, like, comment, subscribe, whatever you guys do. It really helps us out. It helps the algorithm, and it enthuses us to make more videos. But yeah, I'll catch you on the next episode.